Hello everybody, welcome. I'm here on the wheel and I'm making some 1 pint beer steins. They're 5 1/4 inches tall and the top measurement is about 3 1/4. So that's my assignment at the moment. In fact, these beer steins, or tankards as I call them, some of them are going to be for a local store, weaver's store, and I've Don, who came on one of my workshops recently from Pittsburgh, he made me a stamp. He's got a special machine that can do these, so he made me a wooden stamp. I was actually going to make it out of clay. You know, I was going to carve it. Of course, you've got to carve it in reverse, you see, to get the. Hang on, I'll get a bit of clay and I'll show you what it looks like. What a good job he's done. It's a lot of fun, you know, playing around with stamps and making your own stamps. It really is. And you can really make stamps quite satisfactorily out of clay. I've showed you before, I know, my roll stamps that you can, you know, roll. They're very, very easy to make. Little wheel stamps, you see, like that. I don't know if I've got any names in here. Anyway, yeah, there's a snail one, just a piece of clay rolled up, you see. I'll just show you quickly what it looks like. I encourage you to have a go. Of course, you see, if one is going to put a stamp onto the front of a pot like that, it's difficult to, because you've got quite a lot of contact area there, it's very difficult to get an impression, you see. So what you have to do is you take a soft piece of clay like this and you kind of shape it nicely, and you put that, you see, onto the front of the pot. When it's cheese hard or leather hard, and then you take your stamp and you impress into the softer piece of clay. That's how you do it. Anyway, let me just show you this. This is just what Don had done for me. Now these are, actually I'll do it again because I didn't quite press. If we can get a bit of, hang on. I'll get a bit of light on the subject. That will help, wouldn't it? I don't know. Maybe if I zoom the camera, hang on a second. Ooh, come on, come on. Is that... Okay, that gives you some idea, doesn't it? You see how good a job he done with that? Well, he's got some sort of special laser operated, computer operated, that... So that's going to go on the front of these, mugs. So, yeah. I'm getting off the subject really. I was just going to, but it's all part of it, isn't it? So much to learn, isn't there? Let's get that light back on the subject over here. Yeah, I just thrown this one. So, did I cut him off? Yes, I did. That makes a change. So you see how to lift these off, you see. This shape you want to lift off, like I call it, like the clasping, like that. So you get maximum contact area on the side of your hands. Don't use your fingertips, because they just, you see, impress, don't they? Okay, let's do one more. Yeah, I'm on my Leach treadle wheel. Actually, not my other one. I've got quite a few Leach treadle wheels in here. Actually, this was the very first one I had made. Just going to adjust my mirror. I thought somebody was overtaking me. No, it's all right. So. So you need to, you see, with this kind of cylindrical form, it's a really good idea to open it wider than the finished article is going to be. So you notice I'm pulling as I'm throwing. I'm going upwards, but I'm going also inwards. That's a good tip, you see. If you see people throwing, people who know what they're doing, you'll see that when they're throwing, they're bringing it in, you see, keeping it in at the top. And that's vitally important. And that helps you gain height, you see. And keeps you in control of the top of the pot. So you keep control over the top of your pot, you'll keep control over the rest of it. Alright? Now I've got to move my head now out of the way a bit, I think. Hope you can see that. So I'm lifting. See my finger posture? Now I'm working to a gauge, so I've got to be kind of careful here. I don't clout the gauge with the top of the pot. It's easy to do that, you see. So I'm bringing it up, looking for the gauge. See, you've got to look for the gauge. It's like looking for the goal mouth when you're playing soccer or football, whatever. So right at the top there, I've put a kind of collar, you see, here at the top. And that's, from there the handle is going to let me just check the height of this a minute. Yeah, we're good, 5 1/4. Smack on, boy, smack on. He's touching a little bit on the gauge, so I've got to. So just using my throwing stick down the bottom of the pot here to clean around the base, and also to put that all important undercut, you know, in at the base there, which you really do need. using the side of the throwing stick just to remove the slurry off the side of the pot. I've got him a smidgen, a little bit wider at the top, so he's just rubbing on the gauge a bit, which is not good, because that mucks up the top of the pot. You've got to, one needs to develop a healthy respect for the gauge, you know what I mean? So you steer clear of that gauge, but you take it close, you know. So I've got a twisted wire here, so we're just going to go straight under. And there he is. La la la. So we'll wait for these to get leather hard, and then we will put a handle. My neighbour there with his truck, he's just decided to leave. So I'm just going to show you some others that I did previously over here. Yeah, I've got some here. Those ones have been bisque fired, then they've been glazed and they've been banded. They're waiting to be decorated. And I've got some more over here. Let me just put a light on a minute. Ooh. So that, yeah, I did these earlier. So these ones, there's that undercut. You see what I'm talking about there? That it's just that angle, you see, because so that makes it so much easier now for me to go around with my thumb, you see, like this, and thumb it off, and then you don't have to trim, you know. That's something you really want to avoid, is trimming, unnecessary trimming. You know, mugs is not something you want to be trimming. That is for sure. So there it is. Anyway, just thought I'd show you that. And yeah, I've got a few more lumps here, you see, to do. Hey, thanks for joining us, folks. Please visit my website, LEACH and yeah, we've got some pottery tools there, and leach wheels. Didn't show you those leach wheels, did I? I should have done. Yeah, here underneath here, we've got these guys, which are brand new and looking for a home. So if you know of anybody who's interested in leach treadle wheel, they are Amish made, maple, cherry and walnut, with a stainless steel splash pan, an aluminium wheel head with pins. It has a key here to take the wheel head off. It's adjustable for different leg lengths. So go to my website, leachpottery.com. I've also got some plans for these on the website. If you want to make one yourself and you need a plan, well, go there and you'll see that we got some plans there. Sounds like a plan, doesn't it? Anyway, right, so from here in Milheim, Simon Leach saying, as usual, keep practicing. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.
Dee, 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 dee.